Hello, everybody. I am Mickey. I am not your mama's minister. And today we are going to answer a question about, and this question, oh my gosh, every single spiritual advisor throughout history probably has been asked this question. And that is, why do good things happen to good people, or why do good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people? And it's a fantastic question. And there is never going to be an answer that um, pleases you. I mean, it's something that I remember when my mother died, and one of my sisters said, "Why couldn't God have taken a bad person?" And I'm just looking at her like, "Whoa, dude, our mother was not a fucking saint. What are we talking about? What bad person? Everybody dies." And so it's that kind of thing, is that we're all just people. We are neither bad nor good. We have good behaviors and good thoughts and good words, or we have bad behaviors and bad thoughts and bad words, but we're all human. We have the capacity and the capability for both. And so to ask why we're not getting paid, and that's really what it comes down to, is that we're expecting payment for it. We're expecting somebody to um, recognize that we mostly try to do good things, or that's a payment arrangement. That is compensation, and we don't get compensated for life. Life is the compensation. The reason that we choose to do good is because we want to do good. I don't want to fucking hurt anybody. I don't want to walk up to anybody and slash their throats. I don't want to rape anybody. I don't want to do anything like that, because I don't like victimizing other people. Um, I like when other people feel good when they're around me. I wouldn't want to change that. And it bothers me when people don't feel good around me. And I do try to change that. And so the compensation idea of good things happening to good people, bad things happening to bad people, that's never going to be the way that it is, because we're not all good and we're not all bad. We're just human. The human spirit just wants to kind of get together and do a love-in with all the other human spirits and all the other spirits. But the human mind, well, the human mind is selfish, and the human mind is jealous, and the human mind is possessive, and the human mind is cruel. And so all of those things, throw that in there, and we have to kind of recognize that spirituality, the only thing that spirituality does for us at that point is it is an internal kind of gauge as to what we're comfortable with and what we allow. How many of us have been completely fine with somebody sideswiping and running off and nobody does anything? Or like, I saw a post on my one of my friends posted something on my Facebook page, and they said or not my Facebook page, but there's about people gawking and filming as I think a fire was going on. And so these are constant choices that our weak human brains are responsible for. We are constantly having to decide, am I going to make a good choice, or am I going to make a cruel choice? Things like that. Today is the feast day of a writer, and his name is James. Hang on a second, because I can't see. Where's my glasses? Did I put them on me? I must have thrown them somewhere. I don't know where I threw them, but it's James Truslow Adams. And today's his feast day. And the quote that I found that I really, really liked, because I was planning on doing this answer today, is, "There is so much good in the worst of us and so much bad in the best of us that it ill behaves us, any of us, to find fault with the rest of us." And I really like that, because that's so true when it comes to the idea that who am I to sit there and say, oh, you should be having bad things happen to you because you just stole a pen from work, or you should have good things happening to you because you just saved a life. And going to the save a life thing, one of the things that, as I've gotten older and I guess more in tune to my spiritual nature and so forth, because that happens as you get older. Um, One of the things that I have recognized is that even people who do 99% bad may go and save a life. And then what do they become to that person whose life they saved? They become a hero. And so that one person sees that villain. This person's a villain to everybody else. But that one person is like, he's my hero or she's my hero. And that's really how we need to remember it, is that spiritually speaking, there's no compensation for being good or being bad. The compensation is our connection to each other. You know, we feel that connection at so many times, whether it's somebody calling me and saying, I swear to God, I've been with this person before, even though I've never met them before. They've got to be my soulmate. Well, we're all each other's soulmates. And so when I hurt somebody, then I'm hurting myself. But when I make somebody happy, then I'm making myself happy. And so that is very much the soul, the human spirit, and the spiritual aspect of it. That's the compensation. The compensation is recognizing that this is who I want to be. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't like hurting people. When I do hurt people, even when it's warranted or justified, I feel so bad afterwards. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have worded it differently, something like that. And so why do good things happen to bad people and why do bad things happen to good people? Because that's the universe. It's the way it works. It's why we have laws. So that those people who choose to do bad things to other people are going to be punished in this world, or they're supposed to be. There is no guarantee. There is no proof of some sort of reward afterlife. There is only our faith and assumptions, but and ideas, but there's no proof of it. And so the reason that we want to be good is because we want to be good, because it feels good. It feels good to be good to our fellow living creatures. And for those who feel better being bad to their fellow living creatures, then they need to go get help. They need to find out why. Is this a mental illness? Is this that you are just a sadist? What is it? And then get help for it, because the more you damage other people, the more you're damaging yourself spiritually. And so because even if you never get caught, the soul knows. Your spiritual connection to everybody else recognizes it. And so I think, did I answer it? I pretty much just, the answer is why? Just because that's the way it is. That's the way it goes. And other than that, we need to remember that we're human. We're all human. Leaving out any sort of separations or boundaries that we put on ourselves and that other people put on us. We're all just human. So we've got moments when we're not so nice, and then moments when we're fucking awesome. And so it's a conscious choice. We have to every moment be thinking about, is this really something that I want to do? How many people could this hurt? And how many people could this help? And that's it. I think that's it. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I will talk to you very, very soon.